Hi everyone, this is Sarah and I'm coming live again. I just did a video, but I really felt like I needed to cleanse it, change the name of the title, and refocus because the energy just felt really unfocused with the originally put down New Moon Madness, and I think it was like calling in that energy. So New Moon Dreaming, we're gonna go with that and start over. So what I wanted to do is come on for a few and pull a couple card messages and talk about just the current energy right now. So we have shifted. We're in the waxing moon now. We have shifted from the new moon, which was in Scorpio. So we had that double Scorpio, water, dreamy, emotional energy from the Scorpio sun and Scorpio new moon. A lot of people have been experiencing very vivid dreams the past few days, especially last night, right? And keeping us restless and exhausted, and it was just really super intense. And I guess for being as a Scorpio, I kind of handle the energy a little better than people that don't have Scorpio in their chart. But then at the same time, I'm a little more sensitive to it. So my feelers, my empathic abilities are like, whoa, off the charts, and I start picking up on everyone. So I have to remind myself to ground, because when I don't, then I pick up on other people's pain and hurt and emotions, and then I manifest that in my body. And so for many of you that are extra sensitive, that find themselves in tune with their empathic abilities, you might find that you take on others' pain unknowingly, right? Whether emotionally or physically, and just like not even just from your friends and family, but from the collective as a whole, because we are experiencing such upheaval energy right now, just going through the elections and the aftermath of waiting to see what's going to happen, right? So I think that bringing in that new moon energy too has been so intense and emotional for a reason, because we are trying to bring up and clear all of that, you know? So this is a great time to do clearing in your home, for your space, for yourself. Like I've been dealing with back pain the past week, and I think I realized I was just taking on everything. And once I started to clear that, you know, clear that energy, and had help from some awesome soul sisters and my family, my husband and kiddos, doing Reiki for me, and of course myself doing Reiki on myself, that really helped to shift it, and my back's been feeling a lot better, and I could actually function and move around, even though it's still sore and hard to sit for a long time. You know, I have to get up and move around, and that is kind of like the purpose, getting up and moving around, right? Also having that movement, just not in our physical bodies, but in our mental bodies. We need to move that energy around and release all those stagnant thoughts of hurt and pain and the past and trauma. And so whatever you've been dreaming about, I know it's hard because I forget right away. As soon as I get up and get distracted, I usually forget. So if you can, if you have that time to write it down, you know, take that time to write them down, then that might help you analyze a little better. But I do have a sense of what I was dreaming about. Some things I remember, some I don't. But it's good to pay attention to that, because we want to know what we need to work with in our lives right now, and what spirit is trying to tell us too, right? Or our subconscious, you know, if you don't work with a higher power per se, just your subconscious, your higher self. So I wanted to just help clear some of that energy for everyone. So hopefully tonight you're not as exhausted or restless. I know some people have slept well last night. I was talking to Carolyn earlier, and she said it was like one of the first nights that she slept really well. So also, like, now we're in Sagittarius moon phase, you know, going into that fire energy. All you fire signs might notice, oh, I feel a little more comfortable now, because Carolyn's an Aries, right? And my little boys are Leos, you know, or half Leo. One's a Pisces with a Leo moon, so half the time he acts like a Leo. But so if you have a lot of fire in your chart, you might find this energy transition is more comfortable, right? So let's pull a card really quick and see what comes forth. I was hoping some people would come on live, but you know, Facebook's like to hide everybody. So if you do see this later on, let me know in the replay. So let's see what message needs to come forth about the new moon, and then we'll do that little clearing. Or what message do we need to hear to help us move forward? I like that. Oh, okay. So this card obviously had to come up because when I did the live like a few minutes ago before I deleted it and started over, this was the first card that when I picked the card deck, it was some of the cards fell on the floor. This was the one facing up. Starfish, kind of hard to tell with that whole crazy background, but starfish, which is funny because we have the stars, right, floating around me. And it talks about regeneration. And what I was saying was that regeneration totally coincides with that new moon energy, because right now is the time was to let things go, right? We need to let go of that past karma. We need to let go of our past trauma, I should say, right? Things that either from our, you know, past lives or things earlier in our lifetime that we just never learned to like remove or cut cords to, or that we have cut cords and that energy keeps coming up again. I know I've been having that come up a lot, like past relationships or friendships actually that no longer really have any ground in my life right now, you know. We were really close and we went off on our own paths, and you know, the universe, that's how things happen. But sometimes that energy just really, if especially it was a really close friendship, just really like takes hook into your energy field and stays with you. And it could cause you some pain because the trauma, it's like grieving. It's like a loss of someone when a relationship or a friendship ends, right? So this is a good time to clear it. And with the Scorpio energy about, right? Scorpio is all about transformation and wanting to like be like the phoenix from the flames, rising up. And that is what going into that Sagittarius energy does. So you take the Scorpio and you transform, and then the Sagittarius energy is all about like aspiration, rising higher, you know, like shooting that bow and letting it release and go. And so that's the moving forward energy. So Scorpio and Sagittarius really work well together. So I think that, you know, this is our time to regenerate our lives, renew our lives. I wanted to just look at the book, and let's see what she said here. Are you in the process of renewal, the process of emptying oneself to allow for new growth? Have you lost something or someone? Has something been taken from you? Just let it go. Let it go completely from your heart. Be open and receptive to regenerate in the space that's left vacant. So after we remove these cords, you know, after we remove this past trauma, we need to fill that void with light. We need to fill that void with love and compassion, kindness for ourselves, and for the people that we were letting go of. Forgiveness, right? So the energetic pattern around your wholeness remains. Let your being remember what it means to be whole and bring that into your life. And these are the messages that have been coming forth for me the past few days as well. So just more confirmation to me. So I've also been working with this oil the past month because we're doing essential oil classes through Katie. And this oil's nutmeg. And nutmeg has like a beautiful warming energy, right? It also helps kind of raise our metabolic rate, bring balance to that, helps with digestion, warms our chi, you know, raises our libido, all those good things. So nutmeg is, you know, even if you don't have the oil, you could make, you know, add some nutmeg to like a cake, make a spiced cake mix, or maybe to your hot cocoa, or, you know, whatever, you know, warm drink that you like to drink during the winter time, you know, just has that beautiful warming energy. So I'm just gonna put a little nutmeg into my hands. Whew, that was a little bit much, but that's okay. We'll be warm and spicy today. And I just wanted to send some of that energy for you to help warm your heart and warm your head, your mind, your body, and spirit, to help get that energy moving, that stagnant energy moving in your life, so you can regrow, you can regenerate your spirit, so you can renew yourself. So we're asking for the energy of nutmeg to flow to you now. And just feel that, I can feel the tingles in my hand flowing, and just feel that flowing to your head, to your crown, to your third eye, revitalizing that, to your pineal gland in the back of your head, to your nose to help you breathe better, breathe in that warm spiciness of life. To your throat to warm it and soothe it, especially during the winter time. To your heart, we want warm heart, gentle heart, forgiving and compassionate heart. And to reach your heart chakra, you have a higher heart, a middle heart, and a lower heart chakra. So we want to warm all those up, get that energy moving. And I see one of the dragons actually coming forth to help with that. Little sparks coming from his claws to kind of jumpstart our heart and release anything that doesn't serve us. Release the old, release the trauma, and cleanse that. And then sending the energy of nutmeg to your solar plexus to revitalize that and bring in that confidence, bring in that happiness, the warm energy of the fire matching the energy of the sun. And then sending that energy to your sacral, your power center, your emotional center, revving that up, releasing those tense emotions, those sad emotions, those angry emotions, releasing those and transforming that to the light. And finally to your root chakra, revitalizing that, helping you to feel warm, safe, secure, just like you're wrapped in a beautiful blanket of light, of healing, knowing that you're protected always. I see the red dragon, the fire dragon, sending that warm Reiki to you and surrounding your entire aura, revitalizing the space around you, and letting that energy slowly drift down to Mother Earth, letting her take any excess energy you don't need, allowing her to take it and transform it for her own healing, giving back to the earth, showing gratitude and love. And just allow yourself to feel anchored back into your heart, safe and secure. And I also wanted to bring in some crystal energy. So I have 2 copper balls or spheres, and 2 Moki balls, are also known as shaman stones. And I really felt guided to bring those together and send that energy of grounding and balance to you. And I just feel like the copper just wants to run through our meridian systems, bringing balance, revitalizing. And one last thing to help bring us fully into our bodies is just playing that chime to kind of clear the space and uplift us. And if you have any water, it's good to take a sip after, because that also helps bring you fully present into your body. And I forgot to add this morning, but I have rose water that I add to my water, and that helps to raise your energy too. Or if you have like a rose spray, which I think I have right here. What you can do is just spray that above you and just let that beautiful rose just flow down to you, calming and relaxing. Makes you feel more vibrant and just like you're surrounded by beautiful rose petals, right? So I hope that meditation helps you. Maybe if you watch it even before bed tonight to help bring you back into wholeness before you go to sleep. Maybe your dreams will be, a little more pleasant. Let me pick one more message. I hope you guys all get to see this on the live or on the replay, since no one's on right now. Or Facebook's not showing me that anybody's on. Hopefully this is working. So let's see what other message needs to come forth for everybody. Ooh. Card number 7, the shore. You could see that. And it says eternal grace. And I love it because it has this flowy spiral energy. When you stand on the seashore, listening to the waves crash, that water flowing back and forth, bringing in peace and calmness. And then also when it crashes, it's almost like it's kind of like destruction in a way, because it's tearing down those walls and allowing you to flow back out and regenerate. So the shore also connects you to the 3 sacred elements of the land, the sea, and the sky, because you have the beautiful sky above you, the sand beneath your feet, which connects us to earth, and then of course the sea in front of you. Feeling that energy come together in spirit is just so amazing, so beautiful. And I know right now it's hard for a lot of us to get to the ocean. It's like 15 minutes away from me, but the weather in Oregon has not been conducive to going to spend time at the beach. That's for sure. So the message from the Eternal Grace card: are you looking for trouble which is not there? Does it feel as if this is too easy, or that you have not worked hard enough to enjoy your present situation? Have knowledge of the grace which abounds in you and your life. Flow with the eternalness of grace and its actions. There is a divine plan. Have hope and trust and faith in its unfolding. Enjoy the eternal grace already present in your life. And one of the things I was thinking about before coming live was that I did want to talk about gratitude. And right now, just being such a tough time for everybody, the holidays coming up, and a lot of us aren't going to be near family. I mean, not that I'm ever really near family, but sometimes we're closer than not. And it's just the holidays are always a tough time for a lot of us, especially if we've lost, you know, loved ones. You know, both my parents are gone, so I don't have them with me anymore. Even though in spirit I know they're here physically, you know, not having that connection is hard sometimes. And or just not even being close enough, you know, living hours away, or with all these quarantine constrictions going on right now. A lot of people are not going to be able to spend time with their family during the holidays, and I think that's really rough. And we have to remember that even though that makes us sad that we're not going to be with those people, you know, in spirit we still are with them. You know, we can connect through FaceTime or Zoom, or a phone call, or even a letter, you know, to the elderly that don't have, you know, availability to technology, you know. And we just have to remember that, just be grateful. We are here, we're alive. We have, you know, we have more time to take care of ourselves and enact change in the world and help those around us, to help our community, you know, being able to do something. If you can't do something for yourself at this time, if you can't be with your family, then maybe there's someone in the community that you could find that needs your help, or even just sending positive energy out. And like for me today, I'm so grateful today. You know, I got to have you know, a Facebook video chat with Carolyn earlier, and she's over in Scotland. You know, we've never got to meet in person, but every time we connect online, every time we catch up, right, it's just like we're there in the same place. You know, we just have a really strong telepathic connection, so we get each other. And just being able to spend some time with her this morning was just like amazing. And she's also done some amazing Reiki on me this past week, and gave me some tips to help with my back pain and everything. So it was nice to just be in that, you know, face to face in that energy and have that connection. It was just beautiful, you know. And then afterwards, I did a session for one of our community members, not for her, but for her father. Because on Veterans Day, I put out, if anyone is a vet that would like a, you know, a 15-minute Reiki session, you know, I'd be willing to do that for them. So I did that for her father, and it was pretty interesting because during the session, you know, I got the message that all the pain and trauma he's dealing with now is from his past time in the service. And so we focus on clearing the energy from that time period. And that just made me think, you know, I, of course, as a military family, I always want to give back. And it just made me realize that how much we don't realize that, you know, our veterans, our service members, our current active duty members, they have so much built-in trauma that's hard to release, because they are taught not to share their feelings. That's why there's so much you know, suicide going on with a lot of our members during this time, because being quarantined, you know, to your barracks, or, you know, away from your family or whatever, you know, that is just some of the hardest things to have to deal with. And especially when you've been taught not to share your feelings and not express your feelings, even though they say they're trying to help everyone right now in the military, and oh, you always have someone you could talk to, but that's still not how the culture works in the military. And so a lot of people feel like they never can really share themselves, express themselves, the pain of what they've dealt with in their military career. And so just having kind of that revelation that you know, that the military, if we're working with them energy wise, that probably one of the biggest things for them is to go straight to the trauma that they've incurred from their time in service, and to heal that, because they carry that forward, you know. And there's lots of vets out there that just cannot talk about what happened, right? So we need to help them clear that. So I was just so grateful and so honored to be able to have that experience, and hopefully help him shift, you know, his energy, so he can learn to express himself a little better and move forward from his current situation. And yeah, so that's part of the regeneration, the renewal. Also is having that gratitude in your heart, because if you don't have gratitude, if you can't stop and look through like those murky waters and see that you do have some beauty before you in your life, just being alive and getting to experience different things, you know, even getting to look outside and admiring the tree right in front of you. I mean, it's just so amazing just to see things like that. Sometimes that helps to bring us back in focus and center and remind us to be happy, to remind us to love our life, even if it's really tough at the time. So, wow, went off on a tangent. But I wanted to share that because maybe that'll help someone in some way, or if you are working with a family member that is in the military or has gone through a lot of, you know, you don't always get PTSD from military service, it's from trauma that happened in your life, in your past, then maybe you will be able to know that you have to go to that moment in time, and even though it's so hard, you have to help clear that and release that so you are able to move forward and enjoy what you do have right in front of you, and be grateful, right? And November is a great month to focus on gratitude. So I hope this has helped you all in some way. If you have any comments or any thing that you want to talk to me about, feel free to message me. I'm also available to do Reiki sessions right now. So if you need a little help to move that trauma forward and release that and become the phoenix, rise from the ashes, you know, my page is Ocean Dreams Reiki or Ocean Dreams Energy Healing. Excuse me. You know, message me there, and let's set up some time to help you clear that. And I try to make my sessions, you know, affordable so everyone can be able to get the help that they need. And I could always do, you know, maybe 2 payments or whatever if you need that too. But I want to be here to, you know, help you during this time as well, because I know so many people right now are just having a really tough time. And you know, if you can't, you know, even afford a session, you could always come back to any of my videos, this meditation, and just keep doing that and just letting the energy flow to you, and that is helpful as well. And if there's someone that you feel like really needs to hear this, I might try and download it and put it on my YouTube channel. So this way you could share it with other people too, and let them get the help that they need, or that little nudge from the universe, from spirit, to get them on the right path as well. So I just want to send you all so much love and healing and gratitude for being in this space with us. And also want to recommend Carolyn. Carolyn's our other admin on the page, and she does some amazing Reiki sessions and other healing sessions. She's like me. She works with the crystals, with the skulls, with the dragons, and does all kinds of energy work too. And she's in Scotland, so I love listening to her accent. So sometimes it might be worth just to book a session to listen to her talk, because it's just so, she just has that uplifting energy. I love it. So I hope you all have a beautiful week ahead. And remember, I'm here. Drop a message in the comment below if you resonated with the energy or the card message or a little chat afterwards. And just sending you guys so much love and blessings. Bye.